Hey guys, Tyler Pensick with Real Life School again, making a video about how to get a job. This is very real for a lot of people. And the sooner you answer this one question, what do I want to do? Then you are going to be along for a roller coaster ride. There are plenty of people that have to get a job to pay for rent, pay for their cars, pay for child support, pay for alimony. This is an important topic. How do I get a job? And for those that just graduate high school, holy smokes, what am I supposed to do? How am I supposed to do it? Parents, you should be teaching your kids this. And what you did may or may not have worked. I know this seems seems like common sense, but it is not. All right? There are people that have a case of the Mondays or the Sunday scaries for their job on Monday, or there's a reason why there's such a thing as hump day, because it's halfway done with the week, or thank God it's Friday. We screw this up, and everybody it seems like a lot of people are lost. So with that being said, is this going to be a job for now, or is this your dream job? Okay, if it is a job for now, I get it. You're doing what you need to do to get the job done. It's simple. You need a resume. You can go on Google, you can find a template that fits your personality. But just understand, it shouldn't be what your resume looks like. It should be what is inside the resume. It should be what you've done to prove to that employer that you are bona fide. Okay, so first and foremost, when you get a job or you're applying for a job, you got to make sure your resume is squared away. Go online, Google it. It's simple. There's an industry for how people write a resume. Okay. Number two, it's the interview. There are classes that teach people the art of the interview. Okay. I don't want to make a complete class that costs you $1 bazillion. So here it is. You got to do your homework for the company that you are applying to. So you say you shotgun $1 bazillion resumes out, and a company gets back to you and says, yep, I need your services. Your resume looks awesome. Do your homework on that company. Know how long they've been in service for. Know what kind of industry that they provide, or what kind of service they provide. Look at their mission statement. I still believe in that mission statement being something that is the anchor for the company. If it fits your goal, great. Now you got an interview with a company that you can at least tolerate for the short term. If that in fact is your goal, just a stepping stone. So in terms of the homework, look at the mission statement, how long they've been in service for, how many employees do they have, is there room for growth? Do your research. Next is practice for the interview. Have a family member or a friend ask you a bunch of questions. Hey, what are you interested in? Well, I'm interested in this. What do you like to do on your off time? Have an answer for this prior to the interview, and make sure it's not just canned or BS. Try and be real. Even if this job is just a stepping stone, it may work out for you long term. Next is practice for the interview. A lot of people get nervous and they get the shakes about, am I going to say the wrong thing? Am I going to say the right thing? I have plenty of times when I interviewed. So I worked at Discount Tire. I was a tire technician. I was a repo man. I have been a bellman. I have been a telemarketer. Whew, it's rough. I have sold tire lube in the middle of nowhere. I have done a plethora of things. So practice your interview style for the company that you're about to interview, and it helps to do the research. It's another story for another time, but selling that tire lube, oh my goodness. I had my master's degree, and it was a requirement for this job, a sales job. And they said, you know what, we'll put you on as a temp for today. Can you work today? I said, yeah, absolutely, no problem. And they drove me out into the middle of nowhere, and I had a suit on, and I sold tire lube to people driving into a gas station. So when I say do your homework, do your homework. because that was a story that I will tell you later on. But in terms of time, right now, find out what that company that you're applying for, what their mission statement is, who they stand for, what they do, so on and so forth. So you're not completely miserable. I understand some people got to put food on their on the table. And for high school kids, this first job can lead to either a very rewarding career down the line with a corporation, or it can lead to, hey, you experienced one thing and it drove you to a different job. Okay, so make sure that your time is spent wisely, because you don't get any more of it. All right, it's one thing that is very precious. Things to know prior. All right, you got to show up early. Don't you dare show up to the interview late. 15 minutes. That's the goal. 15 minutes prior. Make sure that there's no excuse for traffic. You didn't get lost. Dog didn't eat your resume. Show up early. Period. Next, if you could actually find out the interviewer's name, that could build some good rapport. So when you show up and you're like, hey Tim, hey John, hey Susie, and you shake their hands, first impressions go a long way. So try and find out the interviewer's name. Next, I would see if there's actually room for growth prior. So it shows the interviewer that you're hungry, that you've done your homework, and dress appropriately. You want to dress for the job, okay? Whatever that company is, you want to make sure that you are dressed to fit that actual job that they have posted online, or you heard word of mouth or whatever. Questions to ask them would be scheduling conflicts. Is it part-time? Is it full-time? You would have gotten that from the job description prior to, but there's always more to the story. So in the interview, you can ask them, hey, is there flexibility for vacation days, leave days, sick days? These are things that you should bring up. Now, bring it up in a tactful way, so you don't scare the employer thinking you're just gonna right off the bat take leave or take take sick days that you just randomly came down with the flu. But ask about benefits. What kind of benefits does this employer have? Is it going to be dental? Is it going to be full-time health care? These are things that you should come into the interview with, and you can bring a notepad. So you're prepped and you're ready to go, so that your employer knows that you're actually serious. It's not just a BS job interview. You've actually put forth the time and effort into the time that you've taken out of their day, and vice versa, for the opportunity. I'm going to leave you with one last thing, because I'm at 7 minutes and 8 seconds, and my wife has said that these videos should not go on for a bazillion hours here. The sooner you answer this question, the better off your life will be. What do you want to do with your life? Now, this video is geared towards getting a job and setting up for an interview, the corporate style. A lot of times, sometimes, the interview is already pre-staged. You've phoned a friend, you had somebody in the family or someone that you are close with said, hey, this job opening is yours. If you want it, here's the wickets. Put in your resume, do the interview, and you got it. I'll tell you that there's more to this life than just that type of job. So the sooner that you answer that question, what do you want to do with your life, the better off you'll be. I mean it. You got a short amount of time here, and you want to make the most of it. So that being said, Tyler Pensick, Real Life School. I gotta go. Super busy. Bye.